We stand upon the brink of the abyss. The Constitution hangs by a thread. We know this country desires a change, and we fight to give the country that change. None of the main candidates for president this election will give us the change that this country desperately needs. The third-party candidates are too weak. Hillary Clinton's only really promise is to tax the wealthy and close the loopholes that let them avoid paying their fair share of taxes. Otherwise, she is too much a part of the corrupt system that runs this country to affect any real change in the system. Some in this country are so desperate for change they would rather vote for Donald Trump, who is a threat to the very fabric that holds our country and the Constitution together. We talk about this country becoming a police state. Donald Trump will turn this country into a real police state. Trump will destroy our most cherished fundamentals upon which our Constitution stands. He has already proposed to limit free speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of religion, which is essentially the First Amendment. The First Amendment is the cornerstone of the Constitution, and if it falls, so does this country. Donald Trump has already threatened to jail his political opponent. It is a short jump from there to rounding up and imprisoning all who might oppose or insult him. Already, we have seen hints of ethnic cleansing inspired by Trump's inflammatory rhetoric. What would that look like with Trump as president? Trump's election could inspire a racial backlash not seen in this country since the end of the Civil War, an American version of Nazi Germany on steroids. Donald Trump wants to become the law that governs this country as the first dictator of America. What will happen if a portion of this country is freed from the moral constraints that keep them in check? Closet misogynistic racist bigots all set free on the American society. Donald Trump has no moral core. He believes he can get away with anything, even murder. His narcissistic core fuels his belief that he is better than the average American. He surrounds himself with sexual predators, racists, and traitorous Russian sympathizers as his friends and advisors. He has engaged in tax fraud to avoid paying taxes, and as president he would be free to sexually assault any woman he desired, protected by the Secret Service. As president, Donald Trump would bankrupt and destroy this country the same way he did with most of his business ventures. Worse, he could undo a lot of the progress in regard to environmental protection that could turn parts of the country into a poison wasteland that our children, and their children, would inherit and ultimately have to clean up, which could take decades. Donald Trump would destroy this country and our cherished freedoms with it. Better to stay the course with Hillary Clinton and hope for a real leader to emerge 4 years from now. While there is still time to elect our write-in candidate, Ronald B. Chandler, for president, we started too late for any real chance of him getting elected. But, we will not give up the fight, and 4 years from now, with your help, we can change the course of this country. We are, the new American Revolution freedom fighters.